Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have a PSA return from GameStop, 14 card. This is all Bandai card, and I'm gonna, you know, let's see what we get. Now, if you haven't seen my last return, PSA return on Pokemon card, go see that video first, and you know, maybe compare it to some like Bandai card. Bandai versus Pokemon card. Which one will have more gym mint? Have some kind of stain. Okay. No further ado, let's go see this. What we got. First card. What do we have on here? Okay. Gamma 2. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Superheroes, go see that. This is one of the scene from that, and it is an epic scene. So if you haven't watched that movie, go watch it. It's really nice. And we got a 10. Beautiful card. Look at that. A lot of these Dragon Ball card, Bandai card, you have to see in person in order to appreciate it. And you see all the texture and stuff like that. Beautiful card. I love this color. And also you can find, well, most of the card I'm gonna sell it on my eBay store. So go check that out. Username ran out of name, so yeah, that's me. Go check that out if you want to buy the card. I'll offer you a discount if you mention GCC. So whichever card you like, just message me on that card and mention GCC and I'll give you some discount. And this is Drunk Future. I pulled this. Now I pulled this just before the FOMO period of DBZ, so I was able to buy like maybe 5 or 6 booster box for MSRP. And that's pretty cool. Love this card, man. It pops out so much. And right now it's raining. Hold on. You see that? I don't know if you can hear that on video, but it's raining. Outdoor. This looks so cool. Looks so good in person. And we got a 10. So 2 10 so far. Okay, let's check this out. The back. Son Goku Childhood. This is very cool artwork. Love it. You have everybody here. Tin, Chaozu, the cat, Yamcha, Chi-Chi, Master Roshi, Bulma, Krillin, Son Goku. I forgot what the turtle and the pig's name. But yeah, pretty cool. Childhood. And we got a 10. Alternate art. This is actually a secret rare. Alternate art. I also have a base rare in my return. So this is a little bit more rare than base rare. Union Arena. Okay. Yeah, it's Bandai card. Kaiju 8 winner. I believe this is the first PSA 10 of Kaiju 8. So I'm the only guy who submitted this so far. I love this card. Just look at that. Look at the gold foiling, gold emboss. Look at that. It's just so cool. I mean, I don't think anybody does it better than Bandai. Not even Pokemon. So yeah, and we got a 10, of course. You know, it's just so beautiful. Front and back. The first PSA 10 guy. Get onto it. If you buy something like this, make sure you screenshot the first PSA 10, because you know, maybe in the future you can ask for a little bit more money because it's literally the first one. One Piece. Yes, I do have One Piece. I got into One Piece just before it exploded into many pieces. And then I was priced out of everything One Piece. And I'm not buying any booster way above MSRP. Porgus, the Ace, a 10, of course, you know, it's Bandai quality. This is a little texturing. Oh man, I don't know if you can see it on video, but there are texture on this card. And like I said, you know, most of this card, you have to see it in person in order to appreciate the effort that the company put into the card. And the artists too. Gotta give it to the artists of these cards. And we have a Yamato. So One Piece. Now what set is this? OP13. So this is, yeah, this is also OP13. Yeah, yep, OP13. Oh man, I almost bought like 2 cases of OP13 for like $2,000. Right now it's like, I don't know, 6K. It's crazy. Crazy. Within just 1 week, it went from $2,000 to like $4,000. I'm priced out. I was gonna buy the case for $2,000 to open with my nieces and nephew, and then the next day I saw it went up 400. I'm like 2,400. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. And then just a few days after that, 4K. I mean, just ridiculous. Here's a 10. Ridiculous. The scalper is ruined. The scalper and the investor bro is ruined the hobby. I don't like people just collecting boxes, you know. They stack them up high in the room and it looks so boring seeing all those boxes. I mean, put some graded card, put some raw card up there. Looks much better. So this is the SBO2 Manga Booster 2. The majority of my card is Manga Booster 2 because that's the most box I open. And oh man, it feels so good opening those boxes because every box guarantee you at least 2 out art hits. If you're lucky, you got something better. This is SR Son Goku. I think Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite Super Saiyan. It just looks so cool. And you know, it's seeing this fighting something. And it's a 10, of course, you know. It's Bandai quality. However, I did see a print line. Did you see there? Yeah, but it still got a 10 because the overall quality of this card is way better than any Pokemon, majority of Pokemon card. And as you can see, we got all those in 10 already. This is a marker. Okay, now this is not for sale because somebody already bought this. Within minutes, maybe an hour, somebody bought it when I listed. It's the first PSA energy marker of E90. It's a 10. First baby. They bought it for $550. I think it's a good deal considering how much just a raw card went for right now at the moment. I saw it at $200, but you know you can get it for less than that. But still, you know, this is like the top chase of the set, Manga Booster 2, top chase but in silver. So if you have this card in gold, you're talking about north of $2,000 raw. And I think even at $2,000 to $3,000 raw, it's worth the buy, the gold version. You know why? Because maybe, just maybe, it's not guaranteed to have a gold marker of Goku in an entire case. So an entire case costs right now over $4,000. I think it's just better off just buy the raw card, you know. And if you can't afford the gold card, buy something like this, silver. So this is not for sale. This is already sold. People jump on that really quick. Next up, we have Sun Gohan. This is base rare. This is base rare. Base secret rare. And it's a 10. Base secret rare. So you get like maybe 1 out of 3 or 4 box. It's like almost guaranteed 1 base rare. But if it's have a star next to it, secret rare, then it's a little bit more rare. Like that card we see right here. See the symbol, secret rare star, and this is only secret rare. Yeah, so you want the star symbol, it's more rare. However, this looks so good. As you can see, it looks I think it looks maybe a little bit better than the more rare card. Look at that, look at the emboss power up. There's texture too. This is texture card. Sorry for the glare, I'm outdoor. Everything's well lit and there's a lot of glare. Yes. Go emboss. Love it. So right now it's like, this card is undervalued. It's like 40 something, $50. I mean, I'll take that all day long. But in a PSA 10, I'm not sure. Like I said, you know, if you want to buy a certain card from me, click on that card and message me. I'll give you a good deal if you mention GCC. Otherwise, it's market price. So next up, we have this. See, this is also one of the top chase of the set, Manga Booster 2. If you have this in gold, again, easy $2,000 plus. However, I'm not that lucky. Haven't been that lucky with Bandai card for a while. So, you know, all I get is silver. It's still super rare, out art. So if you can't afford, how much is this card now? Like $4,000? You can't afford $4,000 for the gold? Get this, bruh. But it's a 9. However, I might crack this again because, yeah, it's like off center. You see, it's right heavy over here. So some card, it's easy for the grader to see, especially on the bottom. If this size a little bit too much, and this size just thin, paper thin, then you can tell it's off center. That's why it's got a 9. See compared to this. See how much thicker the side is. That's why I got 9. So I'm not sure if I want to crack this and resubmit it, because you know, this is one of the chase. If I manage to get this in 10, it'll be great, but I don't know. Might just sell it as raw price. I don't know. We'll see. Next up, so we only have 1 9 so far. Look at that. If this were a Pokemon card, you guessed it. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be the opposite. So red ribbon. You have a red ribbon robot. Son Goku on the back. Beautiful art. And there's a guy inside the robot. Pretty cool. Uncommon. Out art. Red. We got a 10. Beautiful card. Yes, a lot of these. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball card up close in person, go look at it. You know why Dragon Ball fan love the Bandai card, because they put a lot of work into it. Next up, we have Son Goku. PR out art. This is like so like a iconic scene. Dragon Ball Z, Goku fighting Frieza on planet Namek, Piccolo planet. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, go see it. It's a classic. It takes a while to get in because sometimes it took the character like 2 or 3 episodes just to power up. It's ridiculous, but then the story is just so good. They just power up and they're just thinking about the whole world while they're powering up. It's funny, but the fight scene is worth it. Fight scene and the story overall, and we got a 10. So this is called visual alternate art. I'm not sure how much, what's a pull rate of the visual alternate art, but I have to say it's pretty rare because I only have 1 out of 5, 6 boxes of Dragon Ball, so it's pretty rare. What set it's from? I forgot what set it's from. FP027. This might come from Wish for Shenron or Saiyajin's Pride, I'm sure. But beautiful card, available for sale. I think all of these are available for sale. And now, this card, this is what got me into Dragon Ball Z in the first place. So I was looking for a Pokemon card at GameStop, and of course, back then it was like sold out of everything. So I saw 2 blister pack of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Fusion World, and then I just bought it, and this is one of the pull. So this is what got me into Dragon Ball. See, guys, it's if you have like good pull rates, you can draw people into the card, but something hard to pull like Pokemon or Magic, it just, I don't know, if you're first time to those kind of cards, you don't want to go into it because of how hard it is to pull another 10. But it looks so good. Like I said, you look at it in person, you get hooked too. The Go and Boss. This is how you do Go. Pokemon Go and Boss. It's like, you can't compare to this. This is how you do Go. Not too much. Just enough. Last but not least, we have an energy marker. This is a banger, guys. A Go marker. I'm not sure what's the pull rate of Go marker, but maybe 1 or 2. Maybe 3 or 4 in the entire case, I'm not sure. But since there's so many different energy marker, you're not guaranteed to have a certain energy marker. So that's why I think it's even more rare than the chase card, because it's just so many different variant of energy marker, and you just can't really seem to pull the one that you like. It's got a 10, of course. This is a banger. I believe this might be the first PSA 10 also. The population is 2, but I don't know who is first, mine or the other guy. So it's still, the population is super low. However, I think you can get a better deal in a couple more months when submissions start to come in. Because right now the turnaround date for PSA and Beckett and all those guys just insane. You're talking about 3 months plus to get it graded, unless you pay like an insane amount to get it rushed. I didn't get it rushed. I submitted all this in around December 3rd, I believe. So yeah, just right after I pull all this card when it releases. So banger of card. Look at this. 13 out of 14 cards are PSA 10. If this were Pokemon, I don't know, maybe 25%. If I'm lucky, 25% of that will get PSA 10, and the rest are like 9s and 8s. So you see the quality of Bandai is just so good, and that's why I like a Bandai. That's why I like Bandai so much compared to Pokemon in terms of cards. However, artwork, Pokemon is they have beautiful artwork, no doubt. But the foiling, the quality of the card, the only thing Bandai suffer from the most that I've seen in Bandai card is the centering. As you can see here, the centering on this card. Otherwise, everything else is just so perfect. And I have to say it's pretty uncommon to see a not mint Bandai card. To be honest, it's pretty uncommon because most of the cards are just so minty that it will get a 10 easy, but still it's a chance. I would really want this in a 10, but you never know. The centering could be off, just like Pokemon. But with Pokemon, it's worse. You gotta worry about not only the centering, the surface, especially the corner. Majority of the card I pull on Pokemon is like the corners are messed up, whitening everywhere. Even when I go to a card show and just look for a minty copy, it's just so hard to find a clean corner of the card. It's just like the corner is the biggest problem with Pokemon, and then after that the centering. But Bandai, the most concerning thing is the centering. After that, I've never seen anything worse than Bandai except the centering. I do have some off-center card too, but everything else just so perfect. I never seen any corners like with whitening unless people play with it. So out of the booster pack, everything just so mint. That's why I like about Bandai card. So what do you guys think about this return? Is this a banger return compared to my Pokemon? So yeah, share, like, subscribe. Been long enough. Stay tuned. I have more GameStop return for you guys. GameStop PSA, and perhaps in the future, I also have a Beckett order, and I'm gonna regrade a lot of my PSA stuff with tag, the one that I got 9s on. I'm not sure if I want to send this tag. Maybe I should, just to see what AI think about this card. Maybe I got 10. I don't know. So thanks for watching.